Healthcare. Medical technology. Manufacturing capabilities. SEERS was founded in the year 2008, and with hard work and perseverance, we managed to get ourselves listed in Bursa, Malaysia as SEERS Berhad in the year 2018, having the Ministry of Finance as one of our key investors. Started as appliances manufacturer, we are now a leading medical device manufacturer and a healthcare consultant. SEERS, innovation is our promise. Blood is essential to life. Health issues caused by unhealthy lifestyles. Pollution and stresses deteriorates our health and affects our blood cells with free radicals and oxidants. These are some of the reasons why we develop several types of award-winning medical devices targeting different health problems. All of our medical devices are certified by the Medical Device Authority Malaysia, TÜV Germany, ISO 13485, and IQNet, among others. Together with a team of qualified biomedical specialists, we perform treatments and tests so that the public are more informed about what is going on in their body, and most importantly, blood.
Our vision here is to spread the goodness of natural healing health devices. Because how long can one person take medication? 10 years? 15 years? How long do you want to depend on it, right? And our mission here is to let the nation and people like you discover the art of natural healing through real-life experiences, meaning through the treatment that you're undergoing and through the live blood screening or the dry blood screening process that you underwent just now. Water is essential to life. Everybody needs water to survive, and you need at least 2.5 to 3 liters of water per day. Our body is filled with 75% water. Without eating, you can survive for 3 days, but you can't even go 1 day without drinking water. The brains, lungs, tissues, skins, bones, kidneys, all these absorb water that come from our body. As you can see, majority or 90% of the water is absorbed into the bloodstream. So it keeps the whole body hydrated, quenches thirst, as well as retains the body at the optimum level to ensure that it's moist and kept clean at all times. Diseases such as diabetes, arthritis, high uric acid, high blood pressure, all these don't just start when you're old. They come when you're as young as 16 years old, 15 years old. All these diabetes can start because of your lifestyle. Uric acid, arthritis, all this can start because of the food that you eat, environmental factors, all these are important things, and generally all diseases start from our blood. Why antioxidants? Antioxidants can be found naturally from your surroundings or from the food that you eat. For example, broccoli, kale, spinach, berries, carrots, all these are natural forms of antioxidants that when it enters the body, it will help to boost your immune system function, metabolize your cells, and fight off the free radicals that are found within the body. Not just antioxidants, negative ions are also very important for the overall body function, as it helps to not just metabolize your cells and your organs, but it also helps to boost your overall absorption and the metabolism of the entire body system. Negative ions can be found naturally from the surroundings when we go for a jog or a hike at the jungle between 6 AM to 8 AM, or waterfalls, fountains, beaches. All these are natural forms of negative ions that will help to boost your overall bodily function. However, how much negative ions and antioxidant can your body physically absorb? For example, the food that you eat, all these consist of pesticides if not washed properly. Pesticides are not pure because they will enter and build up in the free radical within the body system. That's why the treatment that you are currently undergoing, the inhalation of the antioxidant as well as the drinking of the antioxidant water, this is a pure form of antioxidant which will increase not just the absorption, but also the power of your cells, your organs, and your immune system function. I would like to present the range of medical devices that we have here, targeting your veins, arteries, organs, as well as your cells. First off is the atomic energy generator, which is an advanced hydrogenator that produces hydrogen at the concentration of 1.434 ppm or 1434 ppb. ppb stands for parts per billion and ppm stands for parts per million. Parts per billion and parts per million is used to determine how much hydrogen concentration or level there is within a device. It also comes with a resonator, whereby it will break down the water molecule structure from microcastle into nano and then pico. Pico is actually the smallest form, whereby which at 7.6 Hz, the water can actually jize very well into our blood cells. It also comes with an adjustable temperature, whereby if you want to make coffee, if you want to make tea, you can adjust the temperature up to 45 degrees to 100 degrees. Of course, ideally, it's best to drink 45 degrees because it's been scientifically proven by Professor Hashimura Makoto that drinking 45 degrees of warm water is actually very good for the body and improves the body absorption. The atomic energy generator is certified by TUV Nord, which is based on the German standards to ensure that the antioxidant that is produced from these medical devices are up to standards and of quality. It is also certified by the MDA, which is Medical Device Authority in Malaysia, to distribute and import these medical devices in Malaysia. It is also certified by SEERM and IQNet, whereby SEERM is for medical devices to distribute and import in Malaysia, and IQNet is based on the international standards in UK. We also have certification for the ISO 13485, whereby you would have heard of the ISO 9001, which is for quality assurance. However, 13485 is more specifically for any medical devices to be produced, manufactured, and imported in Malaysia. We have the SEERS Health Energizer and Mini Health Energizer. This device produces 99.9% pure molecular hydrogen gas. Why gas? Because gas is a lot lighter, and compared to water, they diffuse very easily within our body. It's 60 times stronger compared to drinking, and it's a very strong antioxidant which actually helps to rejuvenate the organ function, meaning our brains, our kidneys, our livers, and such. The difference between the Health Energizer and the Mini Health Energizer is that the Health Energizer produces 600 ml of hydrogen gas per minute, while the Mini one produces 150 ml hydrogen gas per minute. Both these devices are also certified by MDA and SEERM for ISO 13485. Moving on, we have the SEERS Ultra Electron. The Ultra Electron comes with two functions. The first is the ultramagnetic pulses or the vibration. The next is the super negative ions. The vibration actually has strong healing capabilities that will help to rejuvenate your veins, arteries, and your capillary functions. For example, if you have blockages, clot, high cholesterol, high uric acid, all this buildup can lead to stroke, heart attack, because what it does is it will completely block the pathway and your blood cannot circulate properly. So the vibration will help to break down all these molecules like your cholesterol and your uric acid and the clots into smaller particles so that your blood can diffuse around your whole body properly. The negative ions help to rejuvenate the cellular function, and they provide a holistic health whereby they will restore your body system function as well as boost the immune system. This device is also certified by MDA and the ISO 13485. We have the SEERS ultrasound, which is a musculoskeletal pain reliever. What it does is it targets the particular swelling or inflammation site, and it helps to overcome the swelling and inflammation that is active there. So example, tennis shoulder, any sports injury, even a strain, it will actually help to relieve the pain instead of relying on painkillers for a long run. We have the SEERS Eye Health Goggle, which improves the blood circulation around the eye region. For example, problems or diseases such as cataract, diabetic retinopathy, age-related macular degeneration, retinal detachment, aging, eye bag, wrinkles, all these around the eyes, they will actually help to improve the circulation and provide an overall sensation of relief around the eye so that you feel fresh and they don't feel dry. This device is also certified for the medical device ISO 13485. Here we have the SEERS Antioxidant Water Pack, which is the first in the world and the highest in the market to have the antioxidant value of 4,500 ppb or 4.5 ppm. It is also resonated to 7.6 Hz to meet the blood frequency so that it can jive well with the blood cells. We not just have the hydrogen or antioxidant water pack, but we also have chlorophyll, vitamin C, as well as the cinnamon antioxidant water pack. All these water packs are certified by TUV Nord, which is based on the German standards to ensure that the quality of the antioxidant water that you are drinking is consistent and is up to standards. Dr. Halimah was taking her blood sugar medication, metformin, for the past few months to reduce it to the normal level. But she has not been able to do so because her glucose intolerance was very high. Her feedback to us after doing the treatment was that she monitors her sugar level now every 2 hours and it's within normal limit. Now she has even stopped taking her medication for her glucose intolerance and she is very happy. Here we have our testimony from our next patient, as you can see, suffering from very high blood glucose level. When he first came to us, his sugar reading was 20 reaching 30, very close to 30. So when he was asked to inject insulin, his body rejected the insulin because of an initial thyroid issue that he had and he was allergic to it. However, we gave him the whole entire treatment and told him to continue the treatment consistently every day. And you can see his sugar reading dropped from 30 plus to 15, 15 down to 11, 11 down to 5. As you can see now, is maintained consistently between 6.3 to at least 5.5. Please be informed that the next picture will be graphic to some viewers and may cause some uneasiness. This here is a testimony of a diabetic patient with a diabetic wound. So doctors had advised her and told her to amputate her leg because the wound had spread all the way and it was affecting her nerve function. However, when she came to us, we used an instrument to poke her leg and she said she felt some form of nerve function, which means there is hope. We can still save her leg instead of amputating it. We advised her to do the whole treatment, whereby inhale the antioxidant, drink the antioxidant water, as well as sit on the ultra electron to smoothen her blood circulation. She not just used her own dressing cream to wash her wound, but she also started using our antioxidant water to wash the wound. And here in the picture, as you can see, her wound eventually closed, but there was still some form of flesh to grow. So as you can see in the hole here, the flesh has not grown yet. It took a period of 9 months for her to completely grow the flesh and her skin. As you can see, the improvement in her leg. So right now, after 9 months, she's very happy as she no longer needs to amputate her leg and she has even regained her leg function. Next here is not something we claim, but it's from the pathology lab for a 76-year-old patient for his high blood sugar reading. As you can see before, his glucose level was 16.8 and his HbA1c was 8.5, which is an alarmingly high level. But after 4 months of consuming our antioxidant water, you can see his glucose reading has dropped to 4.8 and his HbA1c is within the normal limit of 5.6 now. For the same patient, he also had renal function and uric acid problems, and you can see his kidney function has also improved tremendously from 146 to 111, and his GFR level has increased, whereby his kidneys can now filter the water and his toxins appropriately. Not just high blood sugar level or high uric acid, he also has high cholesterol level. So as you can see before, his cholesterol level was 6.2, and right now after 4 months, his cholesterol level has dropped to 3.7. So as we age, our body is more likely to be infected with various diseases and many age-related illnesses. However, do we need to suffer with it long term? You don't need to live with it. And this testimony here is one of the many few we have from our older patients. So you can see, even for older patients, there is hope for you to recover. So not just older people, but also younger people, you can see here in this testimony within 2 months. So it doesn't necessarily take only 4 months, but within, depending on your body, it can take a faster time, whereby here you can see his cholesterol level for Mr. Wesley has dropped from 5.6 to 3.6 after drinking our SEERS antioxidant water pack. Here, when Lawyer Ling first came to us, his blood pressure level was 153/100, and it's been within this range for many weeks and he's not been able to control it. But after a few days of just consuming the antioxidant water from the atomic energy generator, his sugar reading dropped to 135/86. As you can see in your live blood screening just now, the condition of your blood cells, in this image here on the left, you will see this is the condition of a stroke patient who is full-time vegetarian. When we took his blood sample, this was how thick his blood viscosity was. But after pumping in the antioxidant water, you can see the condition of his blood cells in just 30 minutes, they have improved. But of course, this can ideally be a lot better as well. Puan Rosma has been experiencing 10 years of eczema, and she's tried many creams, many medications to reduce her eczema, but it has not worked. So when she came to us, she actually started spraying the water. So not just drinking, but she also started to spray the atomic water directly onto her hand to reduce the eczema level. And as you can see on the left and on the right, the difference between her hand, her skin has actually become a lot more hydrated and it's moisturized. As we know, Parkinson's disease, there is no cure at all. So here, after consulting with our biomedicals and undergoing the antioxidant treatment, in just 3 weeks, he was able to improve his condition. In the following video, I'd like you to observe his speech, the color of his face, as well as the movements of his hands and legs.
Jangan tolong dia Kak, bagi dia jalan sendiri. Bagi dia jalan sendiri. Ya.
Okay, what ingat saya dulu ha? Esai bo? Ya.
You like to eat?
Lu suka cia? Ada mau beli makanan ni suka lu cia lo? Ha?
Drinking your cup of coffee steadily, standing. Is it? I can even do that properly. How is the coffee taste? How is the coffee taste, Kevin?
Bitter.
Bitter.
You call this that one?
Kevin, how are you feeling?
How are you?
How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm better, slightly better lah. I think I can improve more lah.
Now you can talk so clearly. We can know. We can even from this distance. I can hear clearly what you are saying. Oh, so you have anything that you want to, want to share with us or tell Dr. Ken?
Mr. Ang, while working on a roof about 12 years ago, he fell. So he fell, which caused a spinal injury, and he was wheelchair bound. But after doing our antioxidant treatment for just a few days, he was able to stand up and he was able to feel movement on his legs. In the next video, you'll be able to observe how the antioxidant treatment has helped Mr. Ang improve his quality of life.
10 years ago, a fall from the roof caused Mr. Ang to suffer a life-changing spinal injury. A year after the fall, he was unable to work and as a consequence lost his ability to provide for his family. He no longer had the strength to move his legs and has been experiencing numbness throughout his whole body ever since the accident. He consulted many doctors and sacrificed a large amount of his savings on operations, but unfortunately, there was no improvement. He was on the edge of giving up hope on his recovery. He heard from a friend that SEERS was having a 4-day roadshow right below his residence. He was reluctant to try the treatment at first, but eventually he gave in. After receiving the treatment for just 2 days, he regained strength to move his legs and could even start to stand on his own. This life-changing treatment has improved his quality of life and given him hope for a better future.
Cancer comes in many forms. It can be malignant or it can be benign. And the one thing everyone fears the most is cancer. Not everyone can afford cancer treatment because cancer treatment does not come cheap. In the following testimony, this patient suffered from a nasal carcinoma. The tumor was removed surgically from his nose, which was about 2.8 centimeters long. However, he required additional surgery to remove the top palate, which had opened as a result of his tumor surgery. Upon being advised by a doctor at SGMC, he came over to our wellness center to experience the antioxidant treatment. In the following video, you will observe his story on how he recovered with our antioxidant treatment.
Cancer treatment, okay, total cost, okay, operation, major operation, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, they go up as high as 400,000. For my case, okay, I did ask one of the surgeons, okay, to do a major operation for my case, major operation plus radiotherapy, okay, so 130,000. And my case only stage 1. You imagine if stage 3, 2, 3 or 4. That's why I can go as high as 400,000. Most of the doctors, when I talk to them, they don't believe in all this thing. Because they always follow their standard operating procedures, their protocol. Okay, cancer, operate, radiotherapy, followed by chemotherapy. That standard protocol. So if you mention to them about hydrogen therapy, they will listen to you. Okay, because I started treatment here on 11th of November as instructed by one of the doctor, one of the consultant at SGMC. Okay, because he asked me to come here before I go for the treatment like radiotherapy or chemotherapy, which is very risky. Okay, so they asked me to try hydrogen treatment first. Okay, so far, okay, it has shown what we call it a lot of improvement, especially in healing of my wound deep inside my nasal, my left nasal. Okay, and close what we call it hole on my palate, because initially they want to remove the whole palate. Now they told me that I don't need to do that anymore. Yes, I'm happy. I'm really happy with the result. No problem. You're most welcome. And thank you very much. And God bless SEERS team members. Thank you very much. Alright, thank you.
The next patient has been suffering from second stage lymph node cancer, and as you can see in the picture before, his lymph nodes are extremely swollen. So after inhaling our antioxidant gas continuously for 6 to 8 hours a day, in just 1 month you can see how drastically the swelling on the lymph node has reduced. So he no longer needs to go through chemotherapy or even radiotherapy to surgically remove the cancer. During COVID, what happens is when the virus enters our body, it will attack our respiratory organs first, such as our lungs, our trachea, and many more. What happens is that we have breathing difficulties and the lungs will collapse faster. So we propose the SEERS Health Energizer to the Ministry of Health because molecular hydrogen has been known to have anti-inflammatory and anti-tumor, anti-cancerous, all these various antioxidant properties which will actually help to strengthen your organs, preventing them from collapsing or being infected quickly. In the next 2 videos, you'll be able to observe how our inhaler has been used in ICUs throughout the world, such as Australia, Indonesia, India, Dubai, and Malaysia. The next part here, I'd like to present some medical journals that we have found from the US National Library of Medicine. The first shows molecular hydrogen can be used as a neuroprotective agent or a preventive and therapeutic medical gas for various diseases, such as metabolic disorders, like example diabetes. So here you can see how consuming the hydrogen water or the antioxidant water actually helps your insulin secretion and insulin sensitivity and improves lipid and glucose metabolism in patients. Other than that, even in terms of treatment for acute and neurological conditions and your gut microbiota, so those with indigestion or you want good intestinal viability, consumption of the antioxidant water will help. Neurodegenerative diseases, metabolic disorders, and inflammatory diseases are examples of diseases that can be used for the treatment of the therapeutic gas known as the molecular hydrogen. Here you can even see how consumption of the hydrogen water helps to decrease your bad cholesterol, which is the LDL, and increase your HDL function, which is the good cholesterol. And the molecular hydrogen gas also helps in terms of muscle degeneration and muscular damage. Most importantly, here you can see inhalation of the hydrogen gas for cancer treatment because it has the anti-inflammatory and anti-tumor properties. For example, colorectal cancer, lung cancer, and gallbladder cancer are just some examples of cancer that can progress. So this hydrogen gas will actually help to prevent the gas from metastasizing and spreading from one place to another, and it helps to shrink the tumor. So medically, we don't say cure, but the hydrogen or the antioxidant treatment will help to shrink and prevent the cancer from spreading. As a medical device manufacturer, here are some certifications that we have obtained. The first one is GDPMD, or the Good Distribution Practice for Medical Device Certification, for the import, distribution, storage, selling, installation and repair of all these medical devices. The next we have is SEERS Malaysia and IQNet Global from the UK. So ISO 9001 we all know is for quality assurance, but to be certified as a medical device, you need the ISO 13485. As you can see, we have them for Malaysia and to distribute and import them to UK or overseas. Next, we have the MDA certification, or the Medical Device Authority Malaysia, to be registered as a medical device manufacturer, representative and importer. Without the MDA certification, according to Act 737, Section 15 and Section 5, we can be put into jail for 3 years or be fined 300,000 or even both. Next, I'll be presenting some activities that we've had over the past few years. Here is the royal family from Negeri Sembilan, Tengku Nazaruddin and Tengku Mimi. So when they came to see us, they were very happy with our blood screening and they were very interested with our concept of the antioxidant treatment. They invited us to Negeri Sembilan to treat the mother. So when we went there, we gave her the treatment for the whole package of the antioxidant, and within 9 months, in just 9 months, she was able to stand. She could sing songs, she could even dance, she could laugh, she could remember where her things were kept. The good news spread among all the royal families, and we had Cik Puan Besar Haja Kalsom Abdullah, formerly known as the Sultanah Pahang, personally come to give us a visit. She came over to our wellness center and she was very impressed with our antioxidant treatment. After that, we invited the whole Ketua Police and PDRM force to come over and enjoy our blood screening, as well as we were invited to the Parliament Malaysia. So this was before they left for the Sabah elections. We screened all the MPs and the senators there at the Parliament. Before I end my presentation, how would you like to spend the rest of your life? Do you want to spend it with your family and your loved ones, laughing, talking, singing, dancing, or do you want to spend it in a hospital bed, paying your medical bills, taking medication, getting visits from your doctor? The power to decide is in your hand. It is your choice to make a decision today. I will leave you with this video.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide. The average Canadian will spend their last 10 years in sickness. Change your future at makehealthlast.ca.